Hi everybody, it's Heidi with the Weathered Fence Post, and do I have a fantastic haul for you today. Can't wait to go over all of it with you. If you're new to our channel, my husband Steve and I are resellers in the Raleigh, Garner, North Carolina area. We don't sell online, we sell in our booths at vendor malls. We have two booths, one at Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh and one at Collected Treasures in Garner. And what we love to do on this channel is we love to take you along hunting for treasures, and then we like to review the haul. We also might throw in a trip video, maybe where we go camping at the coast or go up to the mountains or up to New York, down to Florida, and maybe a do-it-yourself project once in a while. Anyway, but the majority of the videos you're going to see are us out hunting for treasures and reviewing what we found. So let's get into this haul. This haul is from when Steve and I last weekend went down to Elizabethtown, North Carolina. We went down, our goal was to get to Melvin's for a hot dog and hamburger, and along the way thrift. And we stopped at some new places we've never been, stopped at some places we've been at before, but we found a lot of great stuff. We went to 3 different yard sales, I think 2 different thrift stores, maybe 3 different thrift stores. I don't know. It's all a blur. Truck was full. We came home with all kinds of stuff. Let's get into the haul. Just wanted to give you a quick look from this direction in case I don't go over everything. There's really quite a bit with this haul, quite a bit of things that we found. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get through it all, and I don't want to break it up into several videos. So this is just kind of a quick once over of all the things that we found on this trip. One of the first yard sales that we stopped at one in a community, and I did film there, and we kind of just got things that we needed there. Not really anything vintage or stuff that we would resell in our booth. And then we stopped at another one, and I only picked up some clothing items for myself. So not going to go over those. But the third yard sale that we stopped at, he had quite a few items. And he had these 3 hurricane lamps. We are heading into hurricane season, so it doesn't hurt to have some of these around. My friend Dixie also shared with me a creative way, something to do with these. I guess as you take maybe the guts out, the lighter guts out, or whatever you call this thing, and then you can just fill the base, use it like a vase, and fill it with flowers and florals. So I thought that was a cool idea. But this is really, really very, very pretty hurricane lamp. And he gave me a good price on them. They were $5 a piece. I thought that was a really good price for these pieces. Let me show you the other 2. Almost didn't buy this one, but I think what sold me on this was the saying on it, "Home Sweet Home." I'm not 100% convinced that this is the right chimney for this lamp. It seems really big compared to the base. So I'm not sure that's the right chimney, but we'll go ahead and try to sell it as is and see if somebody, wants to add. I think that this is really the draw for this piece. Probably my favorite one because of the design on it. I love this like ribbing on the centerpiece here, and then down here at the bottom, I have to be careful because I might hit something up here, but down here you've got design down here at the bottom. And I've got to check all these to see if they glow, because sometimes these glow. I've always checked that. But I think this is probably the prettiest one of the 3. Now it does have some dried up kerosene in here, or whatever the oil is that you use in these. I think it's kerosene. These are kerosene lamps, I believe. But that can be cleaned out. That's easy enough to clean out. You can actually remove these wicks. I don't know what you call them. There's probably a specific name for the device there, but you can remove that and clean out all of that. Or you can leave it the way it is. It does kind of have an interesting weathered look to it. I do like weathered stuff, but that's the third one. The other absolutely fantastic piece that he had was this pitcher and basin. I love this. Absolutely gorgeous. He gave me a fantastic price on this. I think it was like $10. And yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. So this is the pitcher, and it does have some crazing on it, which I love. I love that weatheredness. Look at the handle on that. Really love that ribbing on the handle. Looks like a column. This is the interior of it. And then here is the marking on the bottom. And I believe it says Homer Laughlin. So that right there, that sold it for me. But the base is a different base. Here's the base in great condition, no chipping or cracking or anything. It's got a nice design around the bottom edge there, and then it says Virginia on it. So I'm not sure, you know, I don't think that that goes with the, probably would say Homer Laughlin, I would think. But they marry very well together. I don't think it's going to be a big deal to whoever decides to purchase this set. Can't wait to bring this to the booth. I'm sure somebody's going to absolutely love to have this. I think I spent about $30, close to $30 at his yard sale. And here is 2 candlesticks. I don't think these are, I don't know, they might be brass. Here's the bottom. It says $12.95. Does not say what it's made of. I just don't know if it's a heavy metal with a brass look or if they are brass, but I do think that they're really pretty. An accordion. Can always use these. People always look for these to use in their homes. I saw somebody, what they did with it was they put it outside. They live down towards the coast, and they put it outside to hang beach towels on and wet clothes on, and when people come in from the beach and stuff. So I thought that was a great idea to use this for. Before I get into this, make sure you watch towards the end. I'm going to go over a very interesting thing that happened to us on this day of thrifting. Just a little story that I want to share with you. But this is the next stop that we made was Beacon Rescue Mission. We have never been here before, so I was excited to find an actual thrift store that had great prices, and they just so happened to be having a 50% off sale that day on everything except like seasonal items. Pretty much everything we put in our cart was 50% off. They don't really advertise like ahead of time their sales. They just make a decision that day to do a sale, so it's just kind of a hit or miss, but their base pricing before the 50% off was fantastic. This is where they're located. They have a place in Fuquay and Dunn, Lillington, Coates. I think Coates was the one that we stopped at, and then Irwin also. Just a great mission, and the people were so nice in there. I highly, highly recommend that you support Beacon Rescue Mission and go to their store. I'm not even going to make you wait on this. This was my favorite find of the day, and I found it at that store, and I know you saw, if you watched the hunting video, you saw how excited I got over this. I love these. These are in such great condition. There is no damage on these. Even the edging is good, the backing is good, there's no discoloration, there's no weird smell. These are fantastic. It's like somebody put them away and didn't use them at all. I love them, love, love, love them, and I know these will find a home so quickly. Great find. Really pretty Mexican pottery. I don't want the lid to drop off, so I'm going to drop that off so you can see up close the detail on this. It's just a Mexican pottery, like a Talavera style pottery trinket dish. And again, their base prices were so good. They had $1 on this. So I got it for 50 cents. I mean, it was like, yeah, I can't go wrong with it. Somebody's gonna love it. Hearts sometimes don't sell well, but trinket dishes do, and Mexican pottery does. So it was a definite pickup. Steve placed these up on the shelf for me to find, and I did find them. They were Baldwin, $2 a piece, so I got them for $1 each. They're in great condition, just the nice height. A lot of times you find the taller brass candlesticks, and these are just nice to add for the different heights if you're doing a collection of brass candlesticks. But these Baldwin candlesticks are worth quite a bit of money. We went to the church sale, and there were some there, and I think they wanted $15 a piece for them. And even when they said everything's 50% off, it would have been $7.50 a piece for them. Where these I got for $1 a piece. So great pickup on these. Steve spotted those. Good job, Steve. And then this little thing, you saw me kind of going back and forth on this. I wasn't sure, but I thought for 50 cents, it's just a cute little thing that you can put a recipe in, or I don't know, put a picture in it. Put it on a shelf with a photo in it. Thought that was really cute. You saw me go over this. Again, this is all if you watched that video. But this fish, these are sought after, this shell decor. I used to live down in Florida, and all the tourists would buy these. And they actually are kind of pricey. This one's missing a couple shells, and I did decide to go ahead and pick it up because I figured maybe I can look through my shell collection and see if I can find some to put in it, or if I ever come across one that's got a lot of shell loss, I can harvest shells off from that for the repair. I thought this little mushroom was so adorable. It's pottery, of course. It's just got a cute look. I don't think it's a flower frog. There are little holes there, but that might have been to keep it from cracking. I don't know when they made it. But a good price. Again, 50 cents. This is like yard sale pricing. Or what yard sale pricing should be, but I just love the little mushroom. And then this, I think, is a Tom Clark. Oh no, this is a, oh gosh, Sears. S-E-E-R-S. We can get that to focus. And these are sought after. I think these are from like the 80s or 90s. I don't know if we can read the date on there. But I'll have to look him up. A guy skiing down the slopes. I thought he was so cool looking. Look at him. The sign says downward. Straight down you're going, buddy. Have you ever skied? Oh goodness. I'm not so good at it. I'm not so good at it. In fact, it frightens me. But I have tried it. But he's adorable. And then I thought this guy was super cute. Now I don't know if this is, I think this is a manufacturing, because it's not like a chip. I think there's a manufacturing flaw there. Not a big deal. I can just dab a little brown paint there. But I thought he was super cool. And I think he had a name on him too. I haven't taken time to really look close at these. I'd have to get my magnifying glass out on it, but it's right there. I don't know if it's a Tom Clark or not. I don't think it is. But I love him. Little western guy. Looks like he's drinking his coffee out on the trail. Just so cute. All right, let's talk about the fairy lamp. I told you in the last video we're going to talk about this. I was so excited to find this. I had just found I think I had just found the owl, so I was kind of like on a little thrifter high in that moment. And then I found this and I got so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I found a fairy lamp. And it was $4, which meant it was $2. I just grabbed it so fast, I didn't even look at it. Didn't even look at it. And even when we were checking out, the lady said, oh yeah, I was so excited that I knew that that was a fairy lamp, and we have a couple more things over there too. And I said, yeah, I didn't see that they had their matching top or base. Well, I get this home, I look a little closer and look. Base, base. Thrifting mistake. Didn't look close enough while I was out thrifting. And you know what? It cost me $2 to have that thrifting mistake. Where else can you go to school for $2 and learn in a business? You know, I'm sending my kid to college right now. It's thousands. Thousands and thousands and thousands. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with that degree when he's done with it. But I know that I'll pay $2 to learn. I will never make that mistake again, will I? Every time I see something taped up like this, I will probably always double check. Now, the good news is when I was looking in that video, I could see the other pieces on the shelf. We're 1 week out from that trip tomorrow. So I've called Joanne up and I said, are you up for thrifting tomorrow? I was going to actually take tomorrow off, but I can't let those sit on the shelf down there. So we're going back there tomorrow. I'm going to see if they're still there, and I'm hoping I can match them up, and I'll let you know how I make out. You saw me looking at these prints in that video. I absolutely love them. Got a lot of reflection going on here. It's hard to show artwork sometimes because of the glass reflection, but I just love these. The barn, the windmill. I really think they're fantastic. The frame is actually quite nice on it. Anytime you see a frame that has some of this going on, it's okay. You can clean it up with some oil, and it usually takes it right away, or some Old English, but really good condition. They are vintage. Here's the other one, and they're perfect for the fall and even for the winter, because they kind of have a wintry look to them too. Let's get rid of that reflection if we can. There we go. Love this. Just very peaceful scenes that I think will be great. I think there's might be some pumpkins or apples or something there, some type of harvest in a basket. But these would be great for someone's fall decor. Again, they were only $3 was the set price, so I got them for $1.50 each. These are great prices. Definitely worth, if you're in this area, definitely worth going down there to one of those 4 locations or 5 locations they have and checking out their stuff. This great decor piece, wall hanger. You hang it up on the wall, you put things coming out of it. Was there too. And it is a Sirocco. Does have it marked right inside there. And every time we put Sirocco pieces in the booth, they do sell. I don't price them ridiculously because I usually pick them up at a good price. So that might be why they move so quickly. But there are people that love to collect these vintage Sirocco pieces. And again, it was $3, so it cost me $1.50. It was a no-brainer to me. I haven't had time to clean things up, so everything's a little bit dirty, needs to be cleaned up, but I thought this was really pretty. It's kind of like an octagon piece. It is like a brass with glass. It was 50 cents. Wonderful bohemian piece. Again, has the warm tones for the fall coming up. It was, again, a definite. Okay, a couple of big items that we picked up. I did get, I gotta keep looking up, make sure I don't hit any. I have something that hangs down in my kitchen right here that I'm always afraid I'm gonna hit, but I loved this. I did. I know it's vintage. I love the look of the base of it. I just love the eagle. I've got to find just the right shade for it. It has its tree. I just loved it. I couldn't leave it behind. It was $2.50 and it works. I've checked it out. It works. It was a definite yes. Again, some fantastic artwork. Now, we did look at these closely. There does seem to be a tiny bit of waving, not severe. I still think somebody will enjoy these just the way they are. You really have to get up close to it to see it. And for $2.50 a piece, I grabbed these because the frame is fantastic. It has some weathering on it, which is okay with me, but I just love that hook. And it is quite old, as you can see on the back here. It's definitely got some age to it. So I definitely grabbed them. I love the content. I think it's great for the fall. Let me show you the other one. Here's the other one. It's got some, I think those are olives. Or maybe grapes. I don't know. Plums. Probably plums. This one has a little more weathering on the top, as you can see there. But I just think I think somebody's going to like these. It was worth it getting the frame. The frame alone will sell. So again, I think that's everything at Beacon Rescue Mission, and I wrote down what I spent. $30 I spent on all of that. It was great stuff. Also met some great people. The people checking us out, running the store were wonderful. There were some wonderful fellow shoppers in there. Shout out to Dave, I believe is your name, David. Talked with him for quite a while. All right, so then we went from there and we finally made it to Dunn. I think we were in Dunn. Yes, there was a church sale that I wanted to stop at. Picked up something for Joanne there. Let me show that to you first. Okay, this is quite big. I'm not going to pop the legs down, but I want to show you the legs fold up on this. And look at the old wheels on it. But look at this great bassinet. Awesome bassinet in very good condition. Look at this. It is in great condition. Now they had on there, do not use this for decoration because it's wobbly. And it is a little wobbly. I mean, do not use it for a baby. So they said don't use it for a baby because it's wobbly, and I agree, it is. It's going to be used for decor. And I really thought of Joanne when I saw that. When we're out thrifting, we thrift together enough now, we kind of know what each other likes. And she's constantly getting me things, and I try to find her things, so I told her about it and offered it up to her, and she was very happy to receive it. I think I'll leave it up to her to show you what she's going to do with it, but I think she might use it for her plants or something like that. So, can't wait to see what she does with that. All right, let's see what else we got at that great church yard sale. I spent a total of $30 at the church sale. Look at this gorgeous mirror. I know my sister Wendy would love this mirror. I might have to show it to her first before I put it in the booth because she's probably going to want it. Only $30 for all this great stuff I'm about to show you. And that included that bassinet. You know how much I paid for that? $5. $5 is all I paid for that. This timeless, beautiful vase. Look at the lines on that. It's timeless, it's gorgeous. I love how the opening goes in like this, curves around. I flipped it over. I had a feeling it was this, but it is definitely, you can see the it's a lot of hair on. I gotta clean it up, but you can see on the bottom, it says Hager. So I got this for $1.50. For this gorgeous Hager vase that will go in any decor any season, any time of the year. Beautiful find. Here was a wonderful cross stitch that I found. This is, I believe I looked it up, it's German. And it says, I believe, welcome, like welcome. But it's really, really beautiful and clean and in good condition. The frame's in great condition. And again, I got it for $2. A beautiful, beautiful cross stitch, folk art cross stitch for $2. It doesn't get any better than that. There were several brass rocking horses. I didn't want to take them all. Rocking horses do so-so in the booth, but I thought this one had a nice look to it. I really did like the look of this one, and I do think this would be nice in a holiday Christmas decor. You could incorporate this into it. You could even stick your elf on the shelf on them, and it would be cute. But $1.50, great deal. And I found pottery. I was so excited to find this piece. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It does have a name on the back. I would have to look at it really close. I can't tell. I would have to get out my magnifying glass, but it begins with an H. But I love the design of it. It's kind of like a really shallow bowl. Again, it's got the beautiful colors. I just think, again, this could go in any decor. Fantastic. Here was some more schooling. I picked these up again. I think they're Homco or Sirocco, and I love them, but I got them home. This one's okay, so I'm still going to try just to sell the one, but I got it home. I don't even know how I missed that. Look at that. I mean, look at that. It's missing the whole bottom, and I didn't even see that. When I'm watching back the video, I'm like, yup, it's right there on the video. But it was at 50 cents for the set, so it cost me 50 cents to learn my lesson, which you do. But again, for the day so far, on that day, I'm $2.50 in on lesson learning. I'll pay $2.50 to go to school all day long. You know, the school I went to school for, I was a physical therapy assistant. That's what I went to college for. Did not use that degree. I used it for a little bit. When I moved down here to North Carolina, I stopped doing it. And it took me 10 years to pay off those student loans. So $2.50, 10 years of student loans. I'm going with this. One of my favorite pieces that I found there that day, and I went back and forth. When I first went in, they weren't 50% off. They went to 50% off while we were there, so we hit it at just the right time. This was $20 when I first went in, and I was considering it then because it's a Yadro. And Yadros are valuable, and there are people that collect them. So I got this for $10. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to help it find a new home. There is no damage on it. I think it's so precious with the bear, the little girl holding the bear. I love the color of the bear. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous Yadro. That was it at the church sale, so $30 for all of that. Now we went on to Helping Hands, and I paid a little bit more there, $50. That was probably the most I spent. Now what did I get for $50 there? I think their prices were just a little higher. Let's see what I found. Forgot to show you this. I got this at the church, so this was part of the $30 sale. Again, great for the fall coming up. This beautiful, it looks like an elk. I think it's an elk because of this, but great piece. Okay guys, hang in with me. I know this is getting a little long, and I'm sorry about that, but I really don't want to split it up because I want to get these things in the booth right away. So I found this. I did not find a matching piece. This is a Burwood piece. There is the marking right there on it. If it'll focus for us, it will. And they wanted $3.75 for this. They did not have any discounts going on that day, so I did pay a little bit more, but I do think it's very pretty, and I think someone will love it. This piece right here, let's take a look at this. Now, it's got a lot of weathering to it, but I have never come across one that's a stuff box. I thought that was so cool. Look at all the things on it, buttons and bows and stash box, cash box, a box for collectibles. I love this. It is very, very weathered. It's upside down. Very weathered. But I've never come across one. I thought it was very unique. And this was priced up a little bit, $3.25. So I paid, this stop was the stop that I paid the most at. But look at these cute little kittens. Now I didn't pay much for these, and these are vintage. These are not kittens, these are actually tiger cubs, I believe. I believe those are tiger cubs, and they're playing, and they're adorable, and they're in fantastic shape. Now this was priced at $1.25. So I thought that was a definite yes. And then this, I found this. I was like, wow, that's fantastic. Look at this. Is that not gorgeous? It's got a Victorian look to it. It's very dusty, very dusty. Gotta clean it off. But I think a candle goes in here. I'm not sure what would lay here, if it was like a soap dish, or maybe you would put like your, earrings or jewelry or something there. But what a gorgeous piece. I don't come across a lot of Victorian style pieces, and I just loved this. Oh, and the price on this was $3.75. I think definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. And then I found this copper piece. This is an older copper piece with a house on it, like a log cabin. Well, I don't think it's a log cabin. It might be a Victorian style home. I don't know. I like the top. And this was only $2, so I thought that was a good price. It's been hard for me to find artwork lately because I used to go get it at the Durham Rescue Mission, and they don't have it any longer at the bins. So whenever I can find some artwork that I like, I pick it up. I did pay up for this, $4.50. But if you look, it says Stokes Farm, and it looks like, I think those are pumpkins. I thought it was a great look for the fall. I believe those are like pumpkins or apples, pumpkins and apples maybe, but I thought this was a great fall piece. And then there's a matching one that has a winter scene. I'm not going to go over it because I'm going to try to speed this up. I also picked up, if you can see back there, that sunflower picture. They're one of the pieces I found there that I was so excited about. And again, the learning thing, I thought, oh my gosh, look at this gorgeous stained glass piece that says Joy. Absolutely beautiful, with this old window frame. This is an old, like, transit window that it's on. It was only $7. It was kind of tucked in the back. Nobody seemed to see it. I thought it was absolutely stunning. I said, I'm keeping this for my own decor. And I started to clean it up, and I found out this is actually like a plastic decal on there. Not stained glass, but still has a great look. The window is old, so I am going to keep it. I'm not going to remove the plastic. I'm going to use it in my own holiday decor. I still think it, for $7, has great value. And one of the last things we found in there really has some sentimental value. All the way down, driving down there, White Lake is near Elizabethtown. And all the way down, Steve was going down memory lane because he used to go to White Lake as a kid with his family, especially with his grandmother and his grandparents and his aunt and his mom and everybody. They would all go down there and enjoy time at White Lake. And one of the things that he said was that his grandmother, I'm going to get choked up, his grandmother loved to ride the glass bottom boats because the lake is very clear, and you don't get a lot of clear lakes in North Carolina in our area here. I know up in the mountains there are, but this one is a very clear lake. It's, I guess, fed by springs underneath. But anyway, so they have these glass bottom boats. Well, we were in this thrift store, and sure enough, this thrift store was in Elizabethtown, by the way, and I find this ashtray, and it says White Lake, and it says Lily, and that's one of the glass bottom boats. The other thing that he used to do with his grandmother and his aunt was go thrifting. They used to, when he was a kid, they used to take him thrifting, and he remembers like reading the books while they were looking at the, the hard goods and the things. But so here we were out thrifting in that area, and we find this, and it's the glass bottom boat, and I said, Grandma's with us. I just thought that was so cool. So guess what? We're keeping this for sure. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to show you, and we'll wrap it up. We did stop at Palmer in Dunn, a place that we used to stop at all the time on our way back from the coast. Hadn't been there in a while. It was very hot, and it was just way too hard to hunt. I am going to try to make it back there tomorrow. It's supposed to be a little cooler, but not, it's still going to be hot, so I may not be able to do much hunting there. But I picked up a bunch of these pails. They're all General Foam. I always pick these up. I love the face on that guy. Isn't he cute? There's no dates on the bottom of these, but this one right here, there is. And I'm keeping this one for myself because I use these in my own decor. So I'm going to upgrade my collection. I'm keeping this one. This one is a General Foam also. Let's see if you can see the date. Oh, I don't think it's critical that you see it, but right there it was, I think. Yeah, 1980, and he's a small one, and you can tell he's a little older. He's got the rivets. I thought he was fantastic, and I love him. That's it for this haul. We're wrapped it up finally. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I know it was probably a long one. I'm going to work very hard on getting all of this priced and in our booths, and you can find all these great treasures at one of our 2 booths, either Antiques at Gresham Lake in North Raleigh or Collected Treasures in Garner. Everybody, get out there, make it a great weekend. Go treasure hunting, find yourself your own special treasure, put a smile on your face, and take good care.